told you my guests are going to be getting better and better. And today, joining me all the way from Jamaica, the fastest man on the planet, Mr. Usain Bolt.
You're an idiot. What are you saying, bro?
You're not Usain Bolt?
Nah, I'm not Usain Bolt.
All right, but these people in Dubai, they're not going to know the difference, bro. It's fine. So, the first Olympics that you ever ran in, how was that? How did you feel like when you were doing that?
It was easy. I'm Jamaican. I won it.
It
is what it is.
So
bro.
you're originally from Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce Rants N Bants.
What
I'm
you
sure
saying?
many people know him. Even my sister follows you as
Yeah,
well.
sick.
It's a good look. So tell me about your origins in Jamaica, for those who don't know.
That's where the family are from, innit? Like, I was meant to be there now. Obviously, the pandemic had other ideas. You know what I
That's
mean?
just God telling you to go to a better place.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
no, I mean, yeah, but lovely place. Nice
You've been to
and warm.
Jamaica a lot?
Not a lot, not as much as I would have wanted, no. But I'm gonna start to go more now. I'm older. When you're younger, you go when your family kind of bring you, etc.
Yeah, when you're younger, you go to Bognor Regis and stuff,
Yeah,
innit?
I mean, yeah, but that's where the white people go Bognor Regis. I didn't go Bognor Regis, my G. Do you know what I mean? But when you're
Whatever,
younger,
man,
and
you got
have
a caravan, bro. You got a family caravan.
no
there.
chance. When you have
You
to
lot just
rely on
stayed-
your parents to
You lot
bring
just
you
stayed in there,
places.
looked out the windows, and you were like,
Man don't do the Bognor,
look
man
at
don't
all
do
the
the
white people having
Butlins.
fun.
What's the other thing? Pontins and all them
Pontins,
things. Man
yeah,
don't
yeah.
do them things, innit? Normally you go wherever your parents
yeah.
take you, innit? Now I'm an adult and I can book my own
got a
flights.
choice.
I'll be going there a lot more. Do you know what I mean?
Whereabouts in Jamaica?
Well, Kingston now. That's where my pops
Okay.
lives, innit? But that's originally from like Spanish Town, and do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's calm. But it's not big anyway. You can go wherever you want,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
It don't take no long.
Yeah. Were you born in the UK or?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your connection to Jamaica? Do you feel Jamaican or do
Yeah,
you feel
very
more
much
English?
so. Very much so in terms of my palate, food I like to eat. You know, if you're ethnic, yeah, when you grow up in the yard, yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
that's where it is, innit?
yeah.
Like, it might be London outside the door, but
Yeah,
in the
but
yard,
inside. But that's the thing. But I don't feel like it's so much like that with this generation. I feel with our generation, because you're about 50 something now, right? How old are you now?
bro, I'm just after 30. Man's already
Whatever,
adding
bro.
years onto my life,
you're,
you know.
you're kissing 50, bro.
This
Anything
guy,
over
bro.
anything over 20, you're kissing 50.
Nah, you're mad, man.
I feel like our generation, so the 80s,
Yeah.
we were probably like the last generation of that home cooked food and that really pushing culture
That
away
I
from
agree with.
because as they've gone on, our kids and the kids after that, it's kind of like third, fourth generation. They're not really pushing the same thing.
No,
they're
you're right.
used to ordering out. They're not really.
Yeah, they're
in-
not
in
used
the
to
same
coming
style.
home to home cooked meals
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Yeah, you're right. Like, I think the world's just changing now, innit? The convenience, the fast food. But even if I do order, I'll still order a roti. I'll still order like ackee and saltfish or whatever. Like, if I'm ordering, if I've got a choice, I'll always order like my own food. Do you know what I mean? Because
It's good. What was that name? That the restaurant in Bush. I used to
Ochi.
always Ochi's,
yeah,
bro.
bro. That's what
Ochi's,
I'm
and there was
saying.
another one on Gold Hawk Road under my house.
What,
was
West Best or
Right opposite, right next to the market.
I'm sure that was Ochi by the market.
No, Ochi
or-
was on the other side.
Okay,
This was
yeah,
on-
there's one on
this
the
is
other
on the
side
other
of the
side,
road. I
yeah.
can't remember what it's called.
They were alright still.
Yeah.
So with the whole, how did you get into the whole? Because obviously you went viral. You went mad viral. In the space of what? How long? Was it? Just, well, you go viral in a day, but I mean, like, what was it? Where did you start? Did you put that video out thinking, all right, I want to go viral with this, or were you like, rah?
Nah, you never put out things to go viral, innit? You put out stuff
You ain't
because
seen my belly dancing video, bro.
yeah, I'm not trying to see that. Man. You know what I mean? But you don't put things out to go viral. You put things out because you love them, innit? Like, and you actually you enjoy it. Like, you know what I mean? I always say to people, if you're gonna start doing this thing, first and foremost, do something you enjoy because you're gonna be working for free for a long time, innit? Like, that's what it is. Like, it's a long process. And then even when you start making money, you still haven't made back the time and the hours you've put in before working for free. Do you know what I mean? So I could probably say, yeah, that this year is the first year since I started that, like, I'm getting paid, like, do you know what I mean? Like, over the time I've put in. Because I've been making money this whole time, but you're just getting paid back for the labor that you've put in before.
It's funny you should say that. So I haven't been paying for all the food that we've been eating, bro. I'm poor, bro. You're making me pay for everything, bro.
Bro, it's calm,
I
bro.
told you already. You're the guest. This little holiday, everything will be paid for.
But that's what I mean.
When you
That's,
come
that's
back,
what you
bruv,
man do.
When
You man, yeah.
when you come back, I'm gonna be inviting you everywhere. But then I'm gonna leave my wallet in the car
That's
every
calm,
single
bro.
time.
That's what these men are like. I'm not used to the custom here
Dude,
as
we
well. It's
argue
proper
here
weird,
about
bro.
that. No, brother. Let me pay.
Bro,
Let me pay.
it's weird. It makes me feel so uncomfortable. You know
No.
you know when you're from London, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like you're used to this guy and then just paying for your food and that, and then
Yeah.
everyone here is like, no, you're the guest, and I'm like,
No,
fam.
they were just like all splitting it. No, you had 4 chips more than me.
Yeah, I
bro.
lied. They're like, yeah, you
Yeah.
got an extra. You get me? Like, you know what I mean, you got extra cheese and that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like that, bro. I swear down here, it's all mad for me,
Yeah,
bro.
no. Here is very.
Everyone's proper
the
like
culture's different.
hospitable, yeah.
Yeah, because even, whether it's an Islamic thing or an Arabic thing, it's whenever somebody's eating, even if it's someone walking past, you always say like "Tfaddal," which means like, "Come eat," and you're meant to always offer your food to everyone. I remember when we were on holiday in Egypt, my friend Cookie, one of my best friends I grew up with. So we were in the marina, and these poor little guys who are on their break from lunch, like they're not making a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there, they got some food and some Arabic bread and blah, blah, blah. So they're like to us, "Tfaddal, come eat with us." And we're like, no, all right. Cookie's just like, yeah, all right. Yeah. He goes down sitting there and he's eating like most
Munching
of their
their
food.
food,
Bro.
yeah, nah, that's
And we're
mad.
like, "Cookie, what you doing, bro?" But he's like, no, they said come eat. And I'm like, yeah, but they said that to be kind. They just said that as in, it's just a thing you say. They didn't mean come and munch all of
that's
our
like when
food,
someone
bro.
says, "Oh, do you want something?" You're like, nah, I'm
and
good.
he's
I'm
just
good. You're
buzzing,
not meant
bro,
to say,
just-
"Yeah, give you a sandwich,
Yeah,
guys."
and he's just like munching. I can see the bros looking at him like, right, is this guy gonna stop? Like there's 6 of us and he's eating most of it, bro. Yeah. So when you put out your first video,
Yeah.
did you put it out planning to do videos?
Hell
Or-
no.
No.
Hell
Was
no.
it just like you were just vexed about the situation? You were
Nah,
just like,
what
"Let me post
happened
this"?
was I normally do like daily rants, yeah, like kind of on Snapchat at this time.
But as
innit?
in just for your friends?
Just for my friends,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no, that was it. And then literally, like, I did one, and my friend was like, "Yo, this is funny. I beg you save this, like, and send it to me, innit?" And then like he put it in
So
the
you can put it
WhatsApp
on
group,
yeah.
and then it was popping off in a WhatsApp group, and my guy was like, "Bruv, you need to put this on the internet. People need to see this."
Yeah.
So I was like, "All right, cool." Uploaded it to Facebook, done like 60,000, like in the first day. And I was
First video.
yeah, and I was like, "Raw." Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I was like, people actually like this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
What
so
were you ranting about in that video?
I do not remember, bruv. I feel like it was like girls and makeup or something. I feel like it was.
Yeah.
Because I remember I recorded it in my kitchen, bro. Like I was doing my meal preps, bro,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go gym and that, and I was just filming. Like
Yeah.
I remember I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
60K. Then I done another one, then it was 80. Then it was 100. And I was like, what? And then I done one about Tinder or something, and then it
Yeah.
slapped like 200K. And I was like,
Wow.
wow, this thing is moving. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So
And at that time, you didn't have a page. You
I didn't have a
anything.
page. I didn't have nothing. I was just uploading it on my personal Facebook page, and then people were sharing it. Because you know on Facebook it's so easy to kind of share video.
Yeah.
So then I saw that I was doing mad numbers. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a page. But I was like, right, I didn't know what to call it. I was like, what the hell, bruv? Like, I don't know what to call it. Like, I don't know what to do. And I said, you know what, cool, Rants N Bants, innit? And that just came to me because I was like, it's self-explanatory, innit?
Yeah.
Like, it's just banter.
Sometimes the best names for stuff and companies and people, it's just like the most obvious thing.
Yeah, it's like, it's obvious, bro. You know what you're gonna get in it. You're gonna get banter, and
get
man's
rants.
just ranting, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's just rants and banter, innit?
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I'll do the page. And then I just started uploading to there maybe 2-3 times a week, just short videos, like 4-minute, like punchy, funny videos. Numbers going up. Like I remember within the first 3 months, I was on like 12K or something on the page. It just kept going up.
Because that's quick. 12K in 3 months is a...
Oh, bro, that's some real from nothing. That's some real movement, and that's without no cosigns, no big pages sharing my content or anything. That's just from word of mouth and people sharing. And it's so funny because like when I meet people and I start talking to them and they'll say, oh, what's your Instagram or whatever, and I'll give them my Instagram, and then they see like 30 or 40 of their friends follow me, and they're like, how come I don't know who you are? And I'm just like, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know who I am.
You know what I mean? It's a madness, bro. Like, so I like to do that sometimes because it reminds you also how small London is. Like, do you know what I mean? When I'm in London, even though there's loads of people there, it's tiny,
bro. Oh, well, you think it's small. Wait till you come here, mate.
Oh,
this is a 50p coin, bro.
Yeah.
Anything you do, but it's also a good thing as well because when you do well out here, you hit the ground running and do well.
Yeah.
And it'll be good to get out here. And sorry to inform all you Rants N Bants fans, that Rants will be moving over to Dubai now, and we will be changing his name to Mustafa Al Halim Ranti,
You're an
and
idiot,
we'll
bro.
be converting him. He'll be a Jamaican Muslim, and he'll be wearing, you know, kandura, white clothes, and all that stuff. And his rants will be a lot more politically correct right now because, alhamdulillah, he's a brother now.
Nah, bro.
And,
Like the man do PC rants, bro. Like man don't do the PC rants.
So have you been on any like major pages what was the page that you, or something that you saw yourself on, you were like, oh,
I got shared on a banter page called like Go Brum or something on Instagram, and this was a while ago, and it was funny because I was away for my birthday, and then I just saw my notifications on my phone were going
Just
mental,
pinging off,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, pinging, and I was in Edinburgh, I think, and I was just ping, like, and it was just like raw, bare people, like, who's this guy? Bare people at me. I think the video done like 90k or something, yeah. Then it got shared on that page, and then it done another like 150k on that page on Instagram. But obviously, because I didn't have an Instagram page at the time, just a Facebook page, I didn't really gain any followers from it. But people started to recognize my face. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't get immediate like return from it.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of it was just good to kind of know, innit, that people are really, really liking this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was good. It was good to just reaffirm that what I was doing was obviously going the right way, innit?
I mean, it's crazy that, you know, the world of, you know, how things changed in the internet. Like back in the day, when we were growing up, like we were just funny dudes. Like nobody out of our circle used to know us, or, you know, when you go to a house party, they'll be like, yeah, I remember that dude, he was jokes.
Yeah.
But now, like, you make one funny video, there's some guy in China who's just like, so funny, so funny, banter. You know what I mean? And it's just like crazy how everything's just kind of spread, like Twitter and all of that stuff, that you can literally reach the whole world now with technology.
Bro, it's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. And it's funny because when I do my live streams now, like I make a point of saying to guys, oh yeah, just let me know where you're watching from, and I see some random places, but I've got man in Somaliland and that, man in Nepal, all over the world watching
Just one
me.
pirate on a ship. I watch you before every raid I do, my friend.
So like, bruv, it's mad, you know, it's mad. Like, so it's definitely condensed. The world, innit? Like like literally every continent, like I got following pretty much, and it's nuts, bro.
And how was it the first time that somebody recognized you in the street? Were you confused, or were you just like, yeah, all right?
I was very confused, bro, because thing is,
they were like, hey, and you're like, oh, not again. You started running. Like, what did I do to this dude?
Nah, but you know what it is, yeah? At the beginning, people just look at you, innit? And it's that look, like, I swear I know that guy from somewhere, look.
But
then obviously, because man's from the ends, yeah? When man are staring at you on the road, it's like, bruv, is it beef?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
In my head, I'm like, what is it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then the guys were like, oh, Rants. And then I'll be like, all right, cool. Now
Like,
I'm used
run,
to
I'm
it.
safe, I'm all right.
Now I'm used to it, innit? Like, when I go out, people recognize me every day. I don't expect to be recognized, but it happens, innit? So it's fine. But at the beginning, it was weird because you see all these numbers on the screen. Like, I got 1 million views, 1.2 million views in less than 24 hours. But in your head, you don't equate to the point that 1.2 million views, that's more than the whole population of Birmingham, bro.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because you think about it, like, let's just say, you know, 500 people like this video. You're like, now we're like, that's not a lot of people, because we're used to big numbers and stuff like that. If you had 500 people in this room, you'd be like, there's nowhere to even move.
Bro, like when I done my live show, I had 300 people in the room, yeah? 300 people was the capacity in Shoreditch, in one of the venues, bro. And if you got 300 people in a room, yeah, paying £20 for a ticket, bro. Yeah. Not only is it a rave, but you're making some bread as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when we see the numbers, it kind of desensitizes you.
Isn't it crazy that, you know, when you're like, oh yeah, that post only got 100k. You're like, do you know what 100k is?
Bruv.
Like, 100k is a lot of people.
It's a lot,
bro. A lot of people.
Like when I go football and I sit in Old Trafford and it's like 68,000. And I think, bruv, like, our average videos with more views than every person in the whole stadium. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't feel like that. You know what I mean? It don't feel like that.
Because there's no connection to the people, because they're all behind screens and they have no faces, and it's kind of like, you know, you don't know who they are.
You don't know who they are. You've got no connection with them and stuff like that. And that's the only thing, yeah, that like about YouTube that you don't have a direct connection with your followers. Do you know what I mean? If you had your own platform or stuff like that, you might have like an email address or a mailing list or something like that. But with YouTube, bruv, anyone could just be watching. You don't even know who's watching. Same with Facebook. Like maybe Facebook's a bit different because when you got your Facebook page, you can click on it and it shows you like the person's
the
page,
person,
so it's a bit more personal. But YouTube, just anything, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit mad, man. I can't even lie, but it is a. I don't think you ever get used to this life, bro. I don't think you get used to it.
It's hard, bro. Because I was talking to another friend of mine. Like, imagine being The Rock, or imagine being someone where you literally can't go out anywhere.
Yeah,
you literally can't do nothing.
That's
Like,
my idea of hell, bro.
Yeah, you can't eat with your kids outside. You can't, because people are just trying to get, talk to you and get this and that and this and that, and it's mad. So, what was the most defining moment of the Rants N Bants?
Bro, it depends on what you call defining, innit? Because the thing is, I've had loads of milestones and like accolades, etc., in different parts of the journey, innit? It hasn't been one journey. It's been split up into so many different bits, because then I've had success on Facebook. I've then had like mainstream success in different fields, whether it's in like political stuff, whether it's in sport, and then I've had YouTube success. I've had award nominations. Do you know what I mean? Commercially, like there's been loads of different things in it. It just means what matters the most to you, innit? Like the commercial stuff is nice for me, but it don't define me, innit? A lot of people think that the pinnacle is just making it to being on TV. I was on Sky Sports, like, do you know what I mean? And then I've done it a couple of times now, and like it doesn't. That's still not a pinnacle for me.
I mean, if you were to pinpoint, like what you're enjoying the most, what you're doing that you never thought you would be doing before you made those videos, because like there's a lot of different. The thing with you is you have different followers and different social platforms and different things. So there'll be a lot of people who only know you as Rants N Bants, who are ranting about Lizzie and all that stuff, but they won't know your whole football side of it and all the interviews you do with footballers and all of the talk sports stuff you do and all of that stuff. And then you have the other side, like you said, with the political side of things that people don't have. So it's interesting that you've got different things, but I'm assuming because you got a history in football and that the football thing must have been a big thing to be able to go into stadiums and sit there and be in places that a lot of football fans would only dream of.
Yes and no. Do you know what I mean? Because I have played football, when you've actually played football and you understand the politics in the game, it loses this kind of stardust that it has glamour, when you're a kid. Do you know what I mean? When you're a kid, you grow up, you love football, you just want to be this footballer, you always want to be a footballer, and just in your head everything's about football. And then when you actually play football and you realize how scummy the industry is,
of course,
like you get out.
This coach's son made it into the first team first before someone else because he's his son and he's connected.
You get out of it and you just see it as a business now, innit? Like the romance that you used to have for it is no longer there, innit? Like there's no romance with football for me anymore.
Okay, but you still enjoy watching it.
I still enjoy watching it, but at the same time, like because I commentate on it, a lot of politics comes into it. Do you know what I mean? And because I know how things run behind the scenes, I'm privy to discussions or situations that the average football fan might not even know. Do you know what I mean? So when they hear my opinion and my view on it, they don't understand it. Do you know what I'm saying?
They're like, why is this guy hating for?
Yeah, they'll be like, why is this guy hating? Or like, if a player's having a contract dispute with a club, and I'm like, he should leave. Do you know what I mean? And they're like, what do you mean about loyalty? I said, bruv, the only people that are loyal in football are the fans, mate. Because if a club decide they don't want you, you're out on your ass, bro. Do you know what I mean? I've been there, bruv. I've been at a club for 5-6 years. Do you know what I mean? Getting player of the year every year, get one injury, and then don't get contract renewal. Done. Bruv, I've been there.
Same boat, bruv.
Bruv, that's what happens, bro. Football's ruthless at it. Do you know what I mean? One day, do you know what I mean? Like you're one of the best players in the academy. You've got other teams trying to poach you and that, coming to your house, talking to your parents and that. And then the next day, bruv, you're without a club. You're on the shelf, blood. Like this is what happens.
It's not just football; it's sport. Like if you look at America and stuff like that, like these, American footballers and basketballers and that, they, especially in the young stage when they're in college football and stuff, and they are so broken physically that they're giving them shots, at halftime and before the game to kind of numb the pain, and they just like, carry on. Then they start getting addicted to these painkiller shots. And then, once they get released from the team or they don't get scouted for a bigger team, they're just left there with an addiction and they don't know what they're doing.
Bro, so many things happen. It's every industry, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's even the same in this social media thing. Like, nobody knows when their sell-by date is, innit? Like, the fact that I've been going strong, yeah, and continue to grow 4 years on, yeah, is a testament to my brand, because it doesn't happen, bro. Most of the time, you get these flash in the pan viral moments, yeah, guys are viral, and then they can't replicate it. And because we're in such a fickle industry, you could just be here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's not taken away from your, you know, the way you work, because you've been very consistent in what you do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If you're not consistent and you're not putting it out there, I mean, I went through a phase where I was like, you know what, I don't care about Instagram anymore. I'm not going to post stuff for a while or whatever. I lost like 20k followers.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not posting, people are like, well, why am I following you?
Because like this the society we're in, whether it's with music, whether it's in whatever, if you're not putting out music
you're not
every few
relevant
months,
anymore.
you're not relevant no more, bro. Like, gone are the days where you could take 6 years off and then drop an album. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that some of the greats used to do. Can't do that now. You have to be on the radio every month, or else people are forgetting about you because there's someone else. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
there's
it
always
is.
someone that wants to take that spot. There's always someone hungry, always someone younger, always someone ready.
And they might not even be better than you, bro, but they're working harder, or they're more
bro.
consistent. Do you know what I mean? They're more accessible than you. You might be good, but if you're only dropping, if I'm only putting out content once or twice a week, do you know what I mean? As opposed to someone that's putting out content every day, you build up a loyalty with these people more, because you're seeing them more.
And not just that as well, you kind of owe it to the people as well, because what you might not understand is you're helping them with something in their life from your videos. Whether it's to get away from the stresses of their shitty job, whether it's to just put their headphones on so they don't have to hear their girl talking for another 15 minutes, whether it's just, you know, at the end of the day, they want to wind down, their kids have been running around all day and stuff. Like, you're actually giving something to their life. So you kind of owe a commitment to kind of keep up and keep doing it, because there's no point of you just them getting used to you and them giving you the love and giving you the likes and the follows and all that, which then gets you other jobs, because you're starting to get opportunities because you have a bigger fan base. Yeah. And then you're just like, yeah, I kind of can't be asked.
But this is why I have such a connection with my following, innit? Like, I'm known for being very engaged with the people that follow me, and I always have been. And a lot of people get to a certain like number and they just stop replying to their followers or whatever. But I make a point of controlling all my social medias, interacting with people, because I do appreciate that without them, I wouldn't be afforded the opportunities I'm getting. I wouldn't be doing TalkSport, BBC, Sky Sports, all these things, if these guys weren't subscribing and liking and sharing my stuff.
But do you comment on YouTube comments as well? Or is it just because YouTube's got a lot of keyboard warriors and a lot of people who are just...
YouTube is hell on earth, bro. Like the comment section. But what I will do is I will comment on some of them, but I don't comment.
All the ones that say you are great, of course.
I don't comment on the negative ones. I'll just block them. Do you know what I mean? But the positive ones, if there's something they've asked me a question, I'll reply. If not, I might just like it. But like, they know that I'm active. They know that even if I'm not reading all of them, I'm browsing in it through a few of them. At the beginning, when you haven't got a lot of followers, it's easy to read everything.
You got 5 comments.
Like, I mean, when I was on Facebook, I used to, and then it got to the point where I was getting 2,000 comments on the video. I was like, all right, cool, this can't run no more. Do you know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean? But like, on same with Twitter, like sometimes people tweet me, or tweet back. Someone might comment on Instagram. If I find it funny, I reply, but I try and be engaged with my following, innit? I think it's important.
What about hate? When was it when you first, like, because there's so many haters, bro. So many haters. And there's people who, it's kind of weird because you, in this social media game, this kind of entertainment game, you got people out there who are literally, even if they don't like you, just trolling people. You got people that troll for a living,
brother. And even if people do like you, they're trolling people.
They troll. They'll watch a video and they'll still troll, but they'll watch the whole video.
Brother, it's the worst part of this. Do you know what I mean? Because what annoys me the most is, like, these people hate themselves, bruv. It's like, for you to go out of your way to be negative to somebody that you don't even know.
What's going on in your
inside of you, innit? Because you're just projecting. I mean, that's all you're doing. But what is annoying is a lot of these guys would never say it to your face.
Yeah, of course.
They'd never say it to your face. A lot of these guys have never been punched in the face in real life.
Keyboard warriors, man.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, them man need to get punched in their face in real life. Yeah, but
I remember that haters has been there since the beginning. Jesus had haters, bro.
Exactly.
Even Judas was like,
no, I think it's normal, innit? But like, I just take it as a compliment, innit?
Because you're doing something right?
Well, there you go, innit? If you weren't successful, no one would care, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like people, like they always punch upwards. That's what trolls do, innit? You know what I mean? People don't punch downwards when it comes to that. Like if someone's not doing better than you don't care.
Mm.
And that's just what it is. So when these guys are talking rubbish, it's only because they want to be where you are, bro.
But I just don't get it though. There's never been a time where I've saw a post and I've wanted to say something negative about it. Me as a person.
Yeah.
And even when I saw something I didn't like, I still was like, I can't be asked.
You could just mute them or just
Yeah.
scroll past it, bro.
Like
I do it all the time.
There's been I remember 1 or 2 occasions where like I've wanted to comment something, I've got 3 words into it, and then I've just like deleted. I'm too old for this shit, man. I'm not gonna sit here and start. And you make one comment, and then 300 other people start getting involved in it, and this and that, and start cussing your mum and stuff. And what's my mum got to do with anything, bro?
Listen, unless it's about me specifically, I can't imagine a scenario where I would see a comment on social media and feel obliged to react to it, bro.
Right?
You
It
can
doesn't
just
make
mute
sense.
the page that you've seen it on, mute the person that said it, get on with your life, bro.
Just
Like,
don't follow them. I don't get it.
bro, the
Like,
worst thing is
will
people that
carry on
follow
following
you, yeah,
and
just
they'll
to
carry
do.
on negative on everyone. They'll
I've
put a
got
negative
so
thing.
many of them on Twitter. Guys that follow me just to chat rubbish every time I tweet something. Like I've got people that subscribe to my YouTube just to dislike the video even before it's even gone up. Bruv, man have disliked the video
As soon as it lands,
I'll schedule a video,
Yeah.
and they'll dislike it like an hour before it even starts. Like, do you know what I mean? Like these men are committed
Why?
to hating on me, bro. Because I don't know, maybe I'm just a reminder of something in their life that's gone wrong, bro.
Maybe you're just a dickhead, bro.
Bruv, it might be that as well. Do you know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
we're all just sitting there being like, yeah, nice, but nobody really knows.
But the
Like,
thing
oh,
is,
shit.
yeah, there's loads of dickheads out there, but I don't have energy for them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't have energy for people I don't care about. I only
Yeah.
have energy for people I care about. If you're a dickhead, I can't care about you, bruv. I'm not built like that.
Yeah.
So these people are sad, innit? Like I feel sorry for all of them.
It's mad. I mean, I know everyone's going through their own problems and everyone's going through their own issues and that, but the key word there is everyone.
Yeah.
So even though I'm still going through my issues and stuff. What you got to hate on me for?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but they think that we're not going through things,
Yeah.
bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got problems in life. Nobody's life is life is perfect. You know what I mean? Like that's an illusion. I know on Instagram and social media, a lot of these people are pretending that they're living fairy tale lives, bro. But everyone's going.
But I
through
mean,
stuff.
everyone's guilty of that. Everyone's guilty of putting a nice picture and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. But I try and make a point of showing the harder times as well, bro.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm working, bro, like I'll always post like right after the game and that when we were working 1:30 a.m. still at Old Trafford. Like these man know.
Okay, but at the same time,
But these
like,
man know I'm grafting,
you're
bro.
saying that, but there's people out there going, look at this dickhead. My dream is to go to Old Trafford, and he's moaning that he's still in Old
Man's
Trafford.
working, not in Old Trafford, bro. Man's outside in the cold in Manchester, yeah, in the cold and rain, filming
Yeah.
stuff. The memory card's busted, so we've had to film it again. Then we still need to either at the beginning channel wasn't even making enough money to stay in hotels, so we were flipping driving down the M6 back to London, brother,
Yeah,
getting
well, a lot
home
of
at
people-
5:30 a.m.
A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes of all of this stuff. That's the
But
issue.
this is why I try and show them it. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, bro, like it's not as simple as we sat down, filmed the video, put it out, and got followers, bro. It's all the stuff that we do in behind. It's all the flipping.
Yeah, they don't see the sets. They don't see
they don't see everything.
Everything that's happening down. What would you say that your biggest achievement is from all the stuff that you do?
See, this is it. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I do not know because I think it changes every time, innit? Like I think it just
Keep
keeps
going.
changing. Do you know what I mean? If someone asked me like and I had to give an answer, my biggest achievement is still being here now and still being relevant 4 years down the line, bro. Because most people don't see 4 months. Do you know what I mean? And like that means a lot to me more than anything that I've achieved in terms of that's tangible. The fact that I'm still relevant, still growing, and being able to make a living off doing this 4 years from when I first started.
Because essentially that's the dream. To not, and for me, why I'm doing this, it's not so, I can be a big YouTuber. It's so I don't have to work.
Yeah.
As in for someone else.
Yeah, because
and pay someone else's mortgage for them and do all that just so I can do something I enjoy and make a living out of it. It's not a case of I want to be famous or I want people to know who I am or whatever. If I can make a couple of people's day, they listen to the podcast, they catch a joke, that's enough for me. Do you know what I mean? But there's people out there who are the opposite, that they just want to be famous.
bruv. But them kind of people, there's no longevity in it for them people, because you know what it
But
is.
some of them there is.
Nah, but you know what it is? They don't have any integrity in it, and sooner or later that catches up with them in it. Even if not at the beginning, it looks like they're doing well, bro. Like when you sell your soul to do something and you compromise your beliefs, at one point it will come to the point where, like, it bites you in the ass, innit?
If you have normal followers, and when I mean normal, I mean adults like us who have other lives and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people out there that have very young kids, and these very young kids don't have enough experience to see through.
I get that,
Life
but I
experience to
mean,
see
like,
through
for
all that
instance, yeah, say you're compromising yourself doing dumb stuff, but then it might turn off certain brands that actually you might want to work with. You know them ones, because they look at you and they think, "Ah, this guy's a bit of an ass," and you're thinking, "Man, I'm not really like this. I just did it for the followers, but now I've missed out on an opportunity to do X, Y, Z." Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
I feel like there's people that don't care about that stuff as
But
well.
if they don't care
just
about
wanna,
that-
they just want to be seen in the street. They just want to be someone take pictures with them. They just.
bruv,
wanna
I
be-
think that's the majority of the people that are on social media. Like, I haven't met too many like genuine people that genuinely, like, I can tell that they're just being themselves unapologetically, and they've made it 100% just being themselves, innit? Like the majority
Just
of the people
transparent.
that you meet are putting on a certain facade, or they on screen they have certain opinions that they don't have off screen and stuff like that. Whereas with me, everything I say, I believe that's who I am. When people meet me, the biggest compliment they've given me is that you're exactly the same in real life, like, and I love it, bro, because I'm just being myself. Whereas there's loads of people I've met, they're nothing like on screen what they're like off screen, bro. And the guys that are genuine people tend to be guys that I consider friends in the industry, bro. But there's not too many people.
Yeah, it's a weird one, bro. It's a weird one because I think a lot of people who are, like I said, who are doing this just to get a lot of followers who are like hunting and you know, and Gary Vee talks a lot about that stuff as well, as in don't worry about the likes, and don't worry if you're only getting 20 likes, and don't live for the likes and stuff, and that's really important. But a lot of people that once they start getting likes off this kind of fake life that they live in, they kind of have to keep continuing doing the same thing, and they have to keep putting the same stuff out.
Yeah, you get addicted to it. That's what they say, innit? Like, it's like the chemical release, innit? That you get in the blood, bro. Like when someone likes your thing, the endorphins and that, when people like you and that, like, and it's the vanity, innit? Like, I try and stay away from that. Like, I don't care about how many followers I've got. It's the quality of the followers I've got. Like, I know that with my following, like, I know my engagement percentage is very high. My average watch time is very high. I also know, like, when I had my boxing match, tickets flew. Like, you know them ones. Like, there's certain people, they'll have 100, 200,000 followers on one platform, but if they try to sell something, no one's gonna buy it. Do you know what I mean? Because they're not with you like that. Whereas my following's more like a cult following, bruv. If any, like, when people come for me online, these people regulate them, bruv. I don't even need to say something. Like, I got people that really back it for me. People that really support everything I do, innit? So 50,000, 100,000 of those means a hell of a lot more than 1 million flipping.
But that's what I was saying about the whole Facebook thing and the whole, like, for example, my older sister, she's not a social media person. She never posts pictures on Facebook. She never posts on Instagram. You know, she's only got Instagram to see me and my kids and a couple of other pages or whatever. And she was reposting your videos.
Yeah.
So it shows you that you kind of the kind of people on Facebook are kind of older, more mature, and they're posting it because they know other people would find it jokes, or other people would look at the rants, or other people feel exactly the same way as you. Because a lot of the rants that I've seen of you, it's the same conversations me and my friends are having. Yeah. But you've put it out there. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like you're sitting there going, let me try and think of a funny joke to say or whatever. You're saying what everyone else is thinking. Yeah, it's just what everyone else. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And people warm to that a lot because it's like you put it in a funny way, but they're just like, yeah, see, now let me just share this instead of having to rant it myself. Yeah, I could just share this around, and everyone's just sharing it around everywhere.
Yeah, it's just commentary, innit? Like, that's what it is. It's just commentary and just with a funny spin, because that's how I am, innit? When I'm with my friends, I'm always joking around. Like, I'm known as a joker, innit? Like, people got this misconception of me that I'm mad serious and that, but I'm not. I'm just an introvert, like, so I'm just quite quiet, bro. I keep myself to myself. I mind my own business. Do you know what I mean? And because of that, people see me on camera assume that I'm mad, like extroverted and loud, and like I'm not, bruv. Do you know what I mean? So people mistake that for me being moody or me being angry. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just leave me alone, fam.
Yeah, I'm not working.
Yeah, I'm not working, bro. Leave me alone. I just want to be in my own head now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's how I am, like away from the camera. And people don't understand that about me. So people say, oh, you don't talk much. Or he's not very friendly and that. And then people see me laughing and bantering with people. And they're like, right, it's the same guy. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know you.
And also it's the same with how you know the people as well.
But there you go.
So I got a friend of mine. He was on podcast number 1. Wes, funny guy, dude. He's hilarious, bro. Cracks me up. And every time we're chatting, we are cracking up laughing, bro. Like one of the funniest people that I hang around with. But then when he's in public and he's in a situation that he don't know the people on the table or whatever, people are like, he's not very talkative, is he? Or what's wrong with him? Is he
That's
a bit?
me.
But he's just like in his own, doing his own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like not everyone is out there and extroverted, no matter who the situation is or whatever. Because that's how I am.
Yeah.
Like you put me in any room or whatever,
Talk to anyone.
I'll talk to anyone. I don't care. Like I'm just a happy-go-lucky kind of like. I like making jokes. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not.
Wes is the same. Wes
I'll be
is
the
same
quietest
as you.
in the room, and then people
quietest.
will say, "Oh, what do you do?" And I'll tell them, and they'll see my work, and they'll say, "That's not the same guy."
And that's the same thing with Wes. It's like, because when people say to me, like, "Oh, your friend's a bit like offish, innit?" I'm thinking, "We talking about this guy's hilarious, bro. Like whatever." Do you know what I mean? But it's just like some people are like that. Some people will go into a room, and if they don't know you, why are they talking to you for?
Exactly.
And especially if you're not making an effort, like, no.
This is
I'm
it, bro.
not begging friends.
I'm
just here enjoying my friends with the ones that I know.
I don't like to try and bleed conversation out of people.
Exactly.
It's like, bruv, either it goes or it don't, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And if it doesn't, I'm happy with the silence, innit? I'm not someone who feels like I need to fill in silence. I'm happy with silence.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'll just continue to stay in my own head.
I'm the opposite to you, bro. I just whenever there's silence, I'm like, nah, bro.
I don't. Nah, I need the. Nah, I like the silence.
I can't have
bro.
silence, especially after having the twins, bro. There's no such thing as silence in my life anymore, bro.
Yeah.
Like Silence of the Lambs is as far as it goes. There's no more silence in my life.
I'm looking forward to having kids, but not right now.
You have
to,
to,
my silence.
No. Forget your silence. Your silence is gonna go, bro.
Silence, me.
Your silence is gonna go down
on my own terms and that.
So, what's your favorite thing about being an influencer? Or, I mean, I don't like the word influencer.
Because everyone's an influencer.
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean? It's just like, there's micro influencers.
Yeah,
there's,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
But about,
everyone's an influencer, bro. Like you get influenced by your friends, bro. Do you know what I mean? I use certain words because my friends use them, and then I'm around them so much, then I pick it up. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's influencing everyone. So I don't really like that word. But my favorite thing about just being who I am and doing what I do is probably what I can do for my friends and other people. Like, do you know what I mean? Like for my birthday, I was able to like pattern VIP like tickets to see Santan Dave, innit? It was my birthday, but I treated all my friends. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I can do that now. Because
I
know people now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they know me. So now they'll do stuff like that for me. Whereas before, I couldn't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like I took my mum to see Strictly Come Dancing in a box in the O2 because my management company owned the box. Like, you know, they were like, well, I couldn't do that.
The little perks that you can just get.
Do you see what I mean? So I took my mum to a box, food, everything, like alcohol, all the whole thing. Like, bro, you can't do that. Like, normal people can't just go and do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just go take your mum in a box, complimentary, food, alcohol, everything. So, like, the things that I enjoy the most about it is the stuff that I could do for other people. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where I get the most satisfaction. The stuff that I get, the stuff I get, bruv, it becomes normal. You know that. Do you know what I mean? Once someone gives you one pair of trainers, bruv, by the time you've got 10 pairs of trainers, it's like, all right, safe. You almost forget what it's like to buy clothes.
Whenever like it got to the point now, I was just giving people free stuff.
Yeah.
Like even one of my friends, he's a security guard in my building. Yeah. Lovely guy, Kenyan guy. And I'm always giving him new trainers. And new stuff because I get so many of them. And even like sometimes it's like I don't have that color, but I'm like, you know what? He will appreciate so much more than I would. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just like, whatever, man.
That's what I mean. I'll get something and I'll be like, you know, it's nice, but so and so would like it. You have that. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I can do that now. So I enjoy doing that more than anything personally that I get, because all the stuff I get, like, bro, it becomes
after a while,
it becomes like, normal, innit? Like when you go on the radio once, it's like, right, I'm on the radio. Then I was on the radio with Eamon Holmes, and I
Is
was
Eamon Hers the one that sang "Fuck
GMTV.
you, bitch,
No,
I
you
don't
mad.
want
You're
you
an idiot.
back"?
You're a fool, you know.
Who's that? That's just Eamon.
You're
Innit?
a fool,
All right,
yeah.
all right, cool, cool.
GMTV, Eamon Holmes, bruv.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was sitting with Eamon, yeah, I was like, right, my mum's gonna be so gassed. It wasn't even about
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
bruv.
yeah, yeah.
You know them ones. And
Yeah,
then when I
yeah.
sent my mum the picture, she was gassed because
Yeah.
I grew up, yeah, getting ready for school. My mum had GMTV on, and Eamon was
yeah.
on the TV.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And he's a United fan, so he
Yeah.
follows me on Twitter, like he knows who I am and that. But
Yeah.
it meant more to me to be like, yo, mum, look.
Yeah.
You know them ones like,
Yeah,
boom,
I
that's
think
Eamon.
for me, that's the main thing that I like doing. I like being able to help people with stuff that they wouldn't, not that they wouldn't usually be able to get, but I like making life easy for people.
Yeah.
Like even the thing for like A-list.
Yeah.
When
sick.
you were like, oh yeah, there's a A-list company. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah,
it's my
boom.
boy's company. I can
Just
try.
patterned it
A-list.
straight away.
If you're an influencer or if you're if you deal with any of that stuff, you need to contact A-list and they'll hook you up. Go on Instagram and check them out. That was a little ad there. Oh, send me some more food, bruv. No, but like stuff like that, like
Yeah.
where you would have had to go to Thingy and go
Yeah,
and
then
with
wait to
like
hear
the
back
whole
and-
issue with Facebook that I've been having with my
Yeah.
Instagram when I'm logged out. Just like my friend,
You call your
she
friend
was
and
just
then
like, all right, cool.
get
This guy
patterned
works
straight away.
for Facebook. Let me just quickly hook you up and blah blah blah. I like being able to make life easy because life's difficult in
Oh,
general.
but this is it. So if I can help other people, that's in my nature, innit? Like I get more out of helping other people than doing for myself, innit? Because I'm always gonna do for myself. It's human nature, innit? Like you survive, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like doing for yourself is what you do. Like it's the prerequisite, really. If you don't do for yourself, you're done out here. Do you know what I mean?
And also, I think that there's more pleasure to come out of giving than receiving.
For sure, absolutely. Do you know what I mean? And to be able to be in a position now that I can say, right, so and so likes this, I can get them this. Do you know what I mean? I've got friends that maybe might have a small business or something. I say, right, I can promote it on my Instagram. Like, even though like brands pay me money to promote stuff, I'm like, right, I can show your stuff to 10,000 people. Like, I don't want nothing from it.
That's
Do you know what I
important,
mean?
bro. And especially coming from where you have a hype. I'm having an issue with my friends promoting this podcast.
Yeah.
These are my tight friends. And it's not because they don't want to. It's because they're fucking lazy, bro.
Yeah.
And they just don't think. And they don't realize how important it is for them to do it.
Yeah, but that's because
you know what I
they're
mean? And
not
that's-
getting nothing out of
Yeah,
it.
but what I'm saying is like someone like you or someone like us who have a big following,
Yeah.
sometimes there'll be people you'll be like to them who have a big following, I beg you promote this on the thing, and they'll just be like, yeah, all right, brother. And they get
but
kind
they're
of
not doing it.
big-headed.
Yeah, yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't realize that what you have is nothing, bro.
Yeah.
It's luck. Do you
It
know what I
is.
mean?
It is.
If you can promote
And
someone and help
anyone
someone
can
else,
have
why
this,
wouldn't you
bro.
promote a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Instead of promoting all this random shit that you don't know the person,
Especially if
you
it's
don't know
good.
the you don't know the company, you don't know all this stuff, but you promote all of this Kardashian stuff.
And you'll wish Beyonce happy birthday.
Yeah, but you
No.
won't, you won't promote your friend's makeup company
Yeah.
who's just trying to make it in a business and feed her children and make a career for herself.
Yeah.
But yet you'll go and put Kylie Jenner's butt plug on your Instagram.
Bruv, don't get me wrong. If it's rubbish,
No?
I'm not promoting
Yeah.
it. But if I respect what you're doing and it's good, yeah, I'll promote your stuff, innit? Like,
Bruv,
you know
I'm
what
the
I mean?
same. I'm the same. And even when I'm telling my friends to subscribe or friends of friends to subscribe, I'm always like, look, this is the channel. If you like it, subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm never like, oh, subscribe,
Bruv,
please.
but here's the
Do you know what I
wickedest
mean?
one.
Just
I
to get the
remember when I
number.
started my Facebook page, because at the beginning, when you start Facebook page, you can only invite people that you're friends with to follow it. So I've invited loads of people to follow. Yeah, I had about 900 friends on Facebook. Only about 30 people followed it. 3 months later, got 30-odd thousand. Now it's these people accepting requests that
Yeah.
I've sent them months ago.
Exactly.
And I wanted to just send them all.
Yeah, and
Do
they're
you know
just
what I mean?
they're
And
going
that's
with
it.
that whole. It's just like, oh, so how? Oh, now you want.
And they'll be like, yeah, I went to school with him. Yeah, I know him.
Do you know
No,
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no. You don't know me, fam.
But
Because
the
when I send
same-
it to you,
exactly,
you weren't down, innit?
Dude, the same thing will happen with this. Mark my words. I know now. I mean, alhamdulillah, I'm lucky. I'm getting good guests on here.
Yeah.
But I know I'm gonna ask someone to come on this show right now, and they're gonna say to me no.
Yeah.
And 3 years from now,
They're going to holler you.
when I'm the AJ Rogan of the Middle East, they're gonna be
AJ
like,
Rogan, done
and they're
now.
gonna be like, oh yeah, I think it would be cool for me to come on. I know that's gonna happen.
Yeah. They'll reach out
So
to
I'm
you,
telling
bro.
you now, before the takeover, my friends, accept, and come and sit on the couch, which is more comfortable than any couch you have ever sat on,
It's a
and
bloody
do a
good
nice
couch.
little interview. Yeah, do you
It's
know
a
what I
bloody
mean?
good couch.
But this is the thing, and it's like, and then you get really, really humble people.
Yeah.
Like my boy Samir and a couple of the other guests that are coming, millions of followers.
Yeah, and they still
in,
pass through, bro.
and they'll come through. Not even a what are you doing? Let me watch it first. or whatever. Like with Larry, my next guest, my boy Samir, who trains him in the thingy. I don't know what he said to him.
Yeah, he
But
hasn't
I
asked
said,
you nothing.
you
He's
know,
just gonna
I
pass
said,
through.
do you have any guests that will come? And he was like, yeah, Larry's gonna message you.
Sick.
So, and then Larry messaged me straight away. He's like, hey, you dude, I'm down. Let's do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that, bro.
Absolutely.
Because there's people with 20,000 followers that would be like, okay, what's it about?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
where is it going to be shown? And what
We've
can I
all been
benefit?
there,
Do you know
my
what I
guy.
mean? And it's
We've all
just
been
like, be humble, dude. Just
But people don't
help
see
people.
that, innit? People don't see that though. Do you know what I mean? People get false impressions of
They
you
do.
because, especially because you're doing well or you're seen to be doing well, or
Mm.
people assume you to be a certain way.
Mm.
With me, loads of people think, oh, because I'm doing well and I'm
Mm.
opinionated, that I'm mad arrogant and that,
Mm.
and then they meet me and they're like, right, you're like proper down to earth. Like,
Mm.
of course I am, bro.
Mm.
Like, do you know what I mean? You have to have a certain level of confidence here to do what we do anyway. Do you know what I mean? But ultimately, like, we're all just people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anyone could, if anyone's got talent, they can sit in front of a camera and do what we do. Do you know what I mean? The success is not guaranteed, but like what we're
As
doing
long as
is
you're
not
enjoying
rocket
what
science,
you're doing,
bro.
yeah. As
It's
long as
not
you
rocket
enjoy what
science.
you're doing, you know.
This ain't
you'll never
binary,
work.
bruv.
Yeah.
Like, man ain't, you know what I'm saying? Man's not doing coding and
I
that.
think it
like,
also depends on how you were raised, because I always remember my mum as I was growing up. She would always, always, always give to people, and more than her means sometimes.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same
So
with my
whenever
mum.
we'd go on holiday to Egypt or whatever, she'd have an extra suitcase with just stuff for people there who, you know, the workers or whoever looks after our building or whatever. And also they do some mad stuff. My mum and her sister send each other, yeah, mum. They send each other stuff that you can buy in this country when we're coming over. That me and my
Yeah, they
brothers are
send it,
going
yeah.
nuts. They're
Yeah.
sending a suitcase full of Kit Kats
Yeah.
and chocolate and stuff. And we got chocolate there. They're like, no, but it does not taste the same.
And it doesn't,
The
bro.
English Kit
Like,
Kat
I had
is
a
better
dairy
than that
milk
one.
here. It's rubbish. The Cadbury's don't taste the same here, bro.
I get the same, bro. My brother's calling me and he's like, Head and Shoulders. Why are they sending Head and Shoulders, bro? They got Head and Shoulders
Bro,
there.
the Cadbury's don't
It's
taste
the
the same
same.
here, bro. It upset me. Can't even lie, bro. Man had the same dairy milk. It
I
don't
think it's
taste the
coming
same.
from a different place. It's a different place.
Don't taste the same, bro. I don't know what it is. I don't know if the milk, yeah, like is different. You know them
I don't
ones
know
or
where it's
whatever,
coming
but
from. It's
fam,
different.
it don't taste.
I
The
found
same,
that it
my
was
guy.
different after, but I didn't believe it. I just thought they were just trying to annoy us and send stuff.
Nah,
with it.
brother, it don't taste the
So
same.
the same thing. My mum, and then it got to the point where I kept on giving stuff and kept on helping people out. And my mum was like, why are you so stupid? Why do you keep running out of money? Why do you keep running out of stuff? And I was like, well, you did this. You made the... I grew up watching you do this. So obviously, subconsciously, I'm going to be the same. And then she was like, okay, fair enough. Like, you know, what can I really say to that?
Yeah.
You know, but
Bro, I've
people
done the
aren't
same
like
thing,
that.
bro.
And my wife always tells me, be careful, dude. Be careful. Don't be too given to people and stuff, because
People take it.
people will
granted.
take it and they'll
Yeah.
expect from you and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just like, you know what? Let them expect and let them get it. You know
Bro,
what I mean?
but that-
Like,
but that-
at the end of the
this
day,
is
whatever
life.
comes around, goes around, comes around. And hopefully, even if there is no such thing as karma, then I've just kind of,
Yeah,
you know,
I
done my
don't
thing.
think there is any such thing as karma, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? Because there's loads of people that deserve their comeuppance that never
they're
get
not
it,
getting
innit?
it, yeah.
So it's one of them things. But I've always been that kind of person. I'm always trying to help people. I'm always a giving one. And bro, you most of the time you do end up coming off worse for it. Do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people wouldn't. Not only would they not do it for you, but they don't appreciate it. And it's not that you want anything for it, but do you know what I mean? It's one of them things where a lot of people are very good at taking, innit? You know what I mean? So if you're naturally just a giver, people just bleed you dry, my
But
guy.
also at the same time, it also comes from a certain sense of maturity and us growing and understanding the world. Because there's been times, obviously, when I was growing up and things where I was a dickhead to people and I wasn't so given.
Yeah.
And there might have been a stage where I was one of the takers in that. But as you get older, you start to develop who you are as a person and decide what kind of person you want to be. Do you know what I mean? What you want to give back, whether it's a physical or monetary or whatever, you know?
And you just have to learning how to say no, bruv. Because I remember at the beginning of this year,
Yeah, I got that issue even now, bro.
bruv, at the beginning of this year when I was doing the Facebook thing, bruv, for YouTube pay, Facebook don't pay. And the thing is, at the beginning, bro, like I was killing it, but it got to the point where people kept wanting more from me. And I'm like, bruv, I'm not making money from this, yeah? And also, I've got other shit to do. At the other time, I was working in the gym. So I was PT and I had clients. And you know when you've got clients, yeah, it's an energy exchange. So you're talking to people all day, this, that, and the other, doing things, chasing people, doing all these things.
And you're a psychiatrist as well when you're a PT. But
So
people tell you the deepest secrets.
So you're exchanging energy. And then on top of that, you then want me to give you my energy on screen. Do you know what I mean? And then I almost have to put on an act, bruv. When I'm low, I have to be up for you guys. Do you know what I'm saying? And then someone might say, "Oh, I want you to speak on this," and I'll be like, "All right, cool, I'll do it because there's demand for it." But then I got to the point where I was like, you know what? If I'm not passionate about something, I'm not doing it no more because I just don't fancy it. Do you know what I mean? And that's when I started doing football because I was like, you know what? I can always talk about football. I love football. I'm always in the mood to talk about football. So I'll do football. Like, I'm not talking about anything else now because I can't be arsed, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I made a conscious decision to walk away from all the followers I had in that field and start right from scratch and do something else, bro, because I weren't enjoying it no more. And a lot of people can't do that because the clout and the numbers and that is too much to walk away from for a lot of people. They would rather make it look like they're doing really well and be unhappy, bro. Whereas me, nah. As soon as I wasn't enjoying it, I weren't loving it no more, I'm leaving. If I don't love it, I'm gone. Like, I can't do something that I like, bro.
But at the same time, it's helped a lot with the level of your guests and all that stuff that you get, because you got a lot of footballers on there. Again, a lot of people would dream to be having
these conversations.
Not just people would be dreaming to have a 5-minute conversation with them.
Yeah.
Let alone cussing them and arguing back with them
For an hour,
and for an hour. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they will see you there and you have such a friendly connection. They'll be like, "Wow, this guy's friends with."
Yeah,
whoever.
but that's testament to the respect that these footballers have for me as well. Because what people have been messaging me and saying, "Bro, like at the beginning, you could see they were quite tense because a lot of these footballers are used to the media always wanting to vilify them,
Exactly,
and then they have a conversation with someone that actually appreciates them, respects what they do because I did it." And also I understand the game. So when we're talking, the questions I'm asking them, they're not used to being asked that. And I can see they're smiling and be like, "Bruh, like they're actually asking me about me. They're asking me about the game as opposed to the same stupid questions you get all the time." Do you know what I'm saying? So when I'm asking them these questions, like they're almost excited to answer them because throughout their whole year, for their whole careers of dealing with mainstream media, they don't get asked these questions.
And they got to be careful all the time as well of what they say in interviews, and they can't really, now that they're done, they're just like, yeah, I'll say whatever.
Yeah, because they feel like they're walking into an ambush most of the time. Do you know what I mean? So
and
it is because the clicks is what sells paper, etc., etc. So when these guys can sit down with me and have a genuine like conversation, like, yeah, man, like they enjoy it, innit? And I enjoy it as well because it's a lot. Like, I only interview people that I respect as well. Do you know what I mean? I don't just have any guest in. All the guests that I've had, like, I've approached them. They've not come to me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I want to interview people that I know about. I've followed their career to a certain extent and I have a certain connection with them. Like, my last one I done with Tom Huddleston that played for Tottenham. My mum supports Tottenham. Like, do you know what I mean? My little brother's a Spurs fan. So I grew up watching them as well. Like, I grew up with wanting them to win as long as they weren't playing United. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I grew up watching Tom Huddleston, and then for me to do that and my mum to see the interview, or my mum's liking it, the interview on Instagram, and my brothers are seeing it, and that, bruv, for me, that's it, innit? Like, that's what it's about. That's what it's about for me, bro.
I know a lot of these kids and that are watching and will be wondering, who's the most famous person you have in your phone?
Oh, in my phone, I can't say, but yeah, I can't say what's in my phone and what's not in my phone, because then when I'm leaking certain information and putting it out there and I'm saying, "Oh, I'm not telling you who it's coming from, but I know these people," like, then it's dead, innit? You know what I'm saying? But like, I know the most famous person I've ever met, I've had a conversation about. I actually had this conversation the other day. I had to check their Instagram followers, and that's how I determined who was more famous, innit? Between Lewis Hamilton and David Beckham. Obviously, David Beckham won, innit? You know them ones, but yeah, Lewis was a close second still. You know what I mean? So it's I think that's another perk of the job. You get to meet people that you respect, innit? Like, really respect. And I don't respect a lot of people like that.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I can like you, but for me to actually look at you and say, you know what?
Dude,
what
I'm
you stand
exactly
for as a man and what you've achieved in your field, I respect it fully, innit? There's loads of footballers I rate and I don't respect them as men. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of them that played for the club I grew up supporting. A lot of them that were, I wouldn't say they were my heroes, because I didn't really idolize anyone outside of like my immediate circle. Do you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's a different level. It's one thing being famous, but then you get the people like, you get the Drogbas, the Pogbas, the Akons, that they do a lot outside
of football, and that's
the
what I
Ronaldo
respect them
that do
for.
a lot outside. So much stuff that you don't even know what they're doing. They're changing lives.
That's
and
what
villages
I respect them
and
for.
building hospitals and stuff like that. So I'm the same. Never have I met anyone famous and I've been starstruck or I've frozen, or because I'm very aware of life and that we're all just dickheads on the ball.
Yeah.
You know, no one's better than anyone. Yeah, you might have a name. Yeah, but when it really boils down to it, we're all the same, and we all have the same basic human needs,
For sure.
and we're all the same. But there are people out there that I would like to meet and have a conversation with.
Yeah, because they got an
or
aura
whatever.
about them, and
Do you know
also
what I mean?
like it's their morals, innit? Like, because
But even then, like you, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm sitting here with whoever. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm sitting here with whoever. You know what I mean?
When I saw David Beckham, yeah, the first, imagine, I'm walking now. I see David Beckham comes in. I just looked at him. I just nodded at him and carried on my business.
Yeah.
That was the first interaction we had.
Yeah.
And he's probably used to people running up to him and saying, boom. And I looked at him to say, bruv, I know who
I know
you are.
Yeah.
You're David Beckham, big up.
Yeah. When you're ready.
You know what I'm saying? And I'll catch you later. You know
Yeah.
them ones. 'Cause we're in the same room. We'll have a conversation later on if it happens. But the first interaction was, I see you, I respect you, bruv. Like, that's David Beckham. Boom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's been bare times I've seen people that are famous, do you know what I mean, or well known and that, like, and they're with their family and whatever, and I'll just hold them up and I'll say, yo, cool, like, I see you, and just keep it moving, bro. Like, these are normal people. You don't have to be in their space, bro.
If I saw, let's just say, somebody I really wanted to meet, and he was there sitting with his family and his children, they're eating, I wouldn't even approach them, even if I thought it was the only time I'd ever get to meet them.
Yeah, I salute them if we
make eye contact, I'd be like, whatever, and that's it. But there's people out there that ain't like that. They'll run up to them, can you sign this? Can I get a picture? Can I take a selfie? And even say to them, no, I don't like this one. Can you take a, do you know what I mean?
Bruv,
and these people are trying to eat with their families and kids or whatever, that it's just a weird world.
I had a situation like that with Robin Van Persie, innit? And I don't get starstruck. And I wasn't starstruck then, but I really respect him, innit? He's one of my favourite players, play for United and that. And I saw him out with his family, like eating dinner, innit? In a Italian restaurant. And I saw him. Eye contact, and I was just like, do you know what I mean? In my head, I was like, bruv, literally, bro, I have a scarf with your face on it. You know them ones in my house, like, but yo, like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? And it's nuts. And then when it happens the other way around, when I meet famous people that already know who I am, it's another one. It's mad to me. You know, when you meet people, and I'm like, bruv, I was a fan of you before I was even doing this, and you know who I am, bro, and you're hailing me up, bro. Like, I've had it. Do you know what I mean? Loads of times where I've been at events and stuff like that, and people come up to me and they're like, bruv, I was watching your video this morning. I'm like, what? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I was like, this is nuts, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know who I feel like I'd like to meet out of the footballers? Ian Wright.
Bro, I was at his Christmas party.
I feel like Wrighty, because his band, you just see certain people and, we'd get along.
He's a real one.
Do you know what I mean?
Wrighty is like
his character, his aura, you feel like, he's young at heart.
I got him in my phone.
Yeah. So it feels like, and I have him in my phone too. Righty, you will get a call from me tomorrow.
That's what I mean. And it's like, that's uncle, bruv. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
I call him uncle,
so there's certain people where they're just like, they're famous, but they're not in a way.
But
do you know what I mean?
He's the most human footballer you'll ever meet, bro. That's why people that don't support Arsenal still have a connection with Ian Wright, especially the ethnics, because he was on there doing the bogle on the pitch and that. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Did you just call them the ethnics?
The ethnics, bro. Bro, with
you racist.
The non-Caucasians, you know the ones there, like, bruv, with the gold chain on his neck, bro, playing football for Arsenal in the Premier, bruv. Listen,
that's what I'm saying. Righty just seemed like he was
a real bad man.
He seemed like it was like the skill of a professional footballer, and the mind of a Sunday league footballer.
But in one. That's where he came from, non-league.
Do you see what I mean?
So in his head, he was like, still kicking a ball in the park.
That's what I'm saying. He was pro, but he had the attitude and charisma of someone that's playing that you're playing on Sunday league in the cold on a Sunday morning. It's freezing. You got that fat dude that's always on the wing for some reason, and he can't run, bro. He's like overweight. Why are you on the wing for, bro? Just get in defense.
He's definitely my favorite ex-footballer I've met, because you know what it is. A lot of these guys, you meet them and they disappoint you, innit? Righty, the first time I met Righty, I was 6 years old with my dad. And my dad and Righty signed a picture of himself and gave it to me. Imagine, I was driving, because I'm from Northwest. I'm driving through Northwest. Righty's in a black cab coming from Wembley, the game. We got stopped at the red light. And I remember this like it was yesterday. I was 6 years old. And I looked through and I was like, that's Ian Wright. And I'm knocking on the window. And Righty wound down the window of the black cab. And he was talking to me, bro, through the window of my dad's car, bro, while we're at the traffic light. And I'm thinking, I'm talking to Ian Wright, bro. I'm a kid, bro. 6 years old, fam. Do Do you know what I mean? And he had a signed picture of himself and he gave it to me, bro.
Yeah.
Through the car window, fam. And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was like, what is this, fam? And then when I went to his Christmas party, Christmas just gone,
Yeah.
I got another signed photo like from Righty, like this big. He signed 2 posters for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And
You tell him about the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, fam, do you know what I'm saying? Like a good 25 years later, almost. Do you know what I mean? Man's signed me another thing and I'm in your yard, bruv. You know what I mean? And it's just like, bro, that's what life does. Do you know what I mean? Imagine if I met him at 6 and he was a dickhead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
you wouldn't have been at his house.
No, but and then he hollered at me because he invited me, innit? Like he messaged me on Instagram and he was like, obviously, like we'll send you the location just before the day, innit?
Yeah.
So he sent me the Instagram thing, said, bro, like it would be really nice if you came and that if you're about. And he was on the Saturday and he sent it to me on the Thursday evening.
Yeah.
So it was bare short notice, but it's Ian Wright, bro. So I'm going. You know them ones. I had plans, I changed them. Fam.
Yeah.
You know, like that. And then imagine if he messaged me then. And in my head, I'm thinking, yeah, bruv, man kind of pardoned me and that when I was 6. Bruv, you don't forget those things.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of conscious with everyone I interact with now that, right, this might be the last time I see them. And this is the first and last impression they might have of me, innit? And that's just what it is. Because imagine if he was like, imagine if he didn't wind down his window and he kind of just turned his head and that. I'd have been thinking, right, like, Ian Wright pod, man, bruv. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
And also at the same time, like, a lot of people meet famous people and they're just like, oh, this guy's a dickhead. But they don't realize he just came out of this or he was just doing that. He just had to sign 1,800 thingies. He just, he's had a bad day, whatever. And he just said, all right to you.
Yeah.
He didn't have a full conversation, but he was like, all right. But
I've been in a situation like that as well because obviously I do like interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Interviewed David Hay.
Yeah.
Cool guy, bro. I've done loads of stuff with David Hay now, but this was the first time actually meeting him outside of the gym. Yeah. Because I've been in his boxing gym, etc.
Yeah.
And
my friend, she used to work for him, Cleo. She used to work in that gym and do all that because he had the Haymaker magazine, remember? So she was the editor for that magazine.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So imagine, we go. It was in a hotel in Embankment. And when I saw the media that he had to do, bruv, like David Hay had the same interview 15 times with 15 different media outlets. By the time, and because I'm freelance YouTuber, they put me near the end, didn't it? So he's already spoken to 15 people. He's hungry as well, and he's vegan and that, and he's got a strict eating regime. So he's eating every 2-3 hours and that. And by the time David came to me, he was like, bruv, like, do you mind if I eat? And I'm hungry. I said, bruv, do your thing, because I get it. You know them ones, but other people would have said, he's eating and that. He weren't really concentrating. It's all rude. But I'm like, fam, he's answered the same questions 15 times. And he's walking around smiling and that with people. He don't even like you, really, these people.
Not
the
just
mainstream.
That. From time you've heard the answer 18 times, you don't even have to ask that question to him.
I felt sorry for him because I heard the same questions, innit? But when you're trying to build a fight, you kind of have to do it. But me now, because I'm doing my own thing, I'm going to ask different questions. So I was fine. But I understood, that why he was at the point where he just wanted to go home. He wanted to eat, innit? And a lot of the times, people don't take that into account. These are normal human beings. Imagine being asked the same question for 2 hours.
Well, I can understand that. I've got 2-year-old kids.
Yeah.
So
well, there you go. Imagine by grown adults, all day, every day, grown adults that didn't come out of your balls. Bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, I can't have that. Do you know what I mean? It's jarring. You know what I mean? So, and the thing is, he's such a cool guy. Every time I've met him, we've had jokes after that. But if the first time I met him, I took it personally and I judged him from that and said, right, you know what, he's rude because he was eating.
You could have, not just that, you could have thought, this guy thought I was a dickhead.
Yeah.
Because
I could have taken it personally
because
I'm not in a suit.
Because I'm only YouTube, he thought, I'm not even worth interviewing, let me eat first or whatever.
But then he didn't need to talk to me anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You know the ones, he could have said, you know, I'm going home now. I've done all the mainstream press. I've done the Times and the Guardian and that. Don't need to chat to this guy. So the fact that he spoke to me, and this was a few years ago now, do you know what I mean? The fact that he even spoke to me was enough for me. But a lot of people take things too personally. They're like, oh, he didn't smile. Bro, you don't know what man was going through. You could have just got off the phone and got some really bad news.
His toe could have still been hurting him, bro. Sorry, Dave.
He was waiting for that. Bro. Hey, the timing was brilliant there.
I was waiting to say that since an hour ago, Dave. Sorry, I even knew this was going to come.
Oh, but that's what it is, bro. You could take things personally, or you could just realize that everyone's human beings. Everyone's going through their own shit. and not everything's about you, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most people think that the world revolves
Yeah, that's
around
the
them.
thing.
Do you know what I mean?
And most people don't realize the insignificance of their own life.
Oh, yeah. In the grand scheme of the whole world.
Like 100 years from now, none of us will be not even that, bro. And I know this sounds really, really bad, but it will bring us onto our next subject. Your family members will forget you a year after you die. And when I say forget you, I don't mean they're gonna forget the
They're not
times
gonna
they
forget
had
you
with
existed.
but you ain't gonna be on their mind all day, every day,
Course you're not.
like the first couple of months of when somebody passes
You're
away.
not gonna be on
Because
their
the
mind
human
unless it's your
beings
birthday or
has that,
something.
yeah, the human beings have this survival mechanism where we kind of learn to cope and get on with our lives.
Of course.
So don't think that you're anything in this life other than, just enjoy it, try and be good and thingy. Which brings me on to my next point. So what happens when we die, bro?
I believe what happens when we die is the same thing that happened before we were born, bruv. Nothing, bro. Do you know what I mean? That's what I believe. I believe that once I die, it's game over for me, innit? Before I was born, do you know what I mean? I was an egg inside my mother, and the egg weren't doing nothing. It was just chilling. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
at the same time, towards the end of the pregnancy, you were a fully conscious being, but you can't remember that part. You didn't know that part either.
No, I can't remember that part. However, do you know what I mean? I just think when I die, there's no consciousness. I'm gone, innit?
You feel like consciousness is gone. The spark of consciousness is gone.
I believe the spark of consciousness is gone. I feel like your spirit, your essence,
But
as a person.
isn't spirit consciousness?
No,
in
yeah,
a sense?
but it's your essence. I believe, that what's inside you, what's left of you on this planet is gonna be what everyone remembers of you. Do you know what I mean? So if you were a prick, then everyone's gonna remember you to be a prick.
It's a prick
Do
essence.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you were a great person that was really helpful, really loving, everyone's gonna associate you with that behavior. Everyone's gonna have a certain warmth inside them when they think of you. Yeah, that's
but
gonna be your essence, innit? That's your
other
spirit.
people. But what I want to know is,
But you yourself,
you.
you're done out here, bruv. I'm
You're
gone,
done out
innit?
here.
When I'm dead, innit?
you're dead.
Do you know what I'm
Done.
saying? I'm
Finished.
brown bread, rude boy. When I'm
Click.
gone, I'm gone. It's over.
Food for the
do you know what I
maggots.
mean? You might as well cremate me. I'm not one of them guys that think I'm gonna come back, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? Fire, bruv. Save your money. You know them ones that you're gonna bury me in something that costs 10 bags. What for, bruv? I'm dead.
So yeah, this is something that I've always said, and in the Muslim society, they very rarely use coffins anyway.
Yeah.
You're wrapped in white rags and you're put on the floor.
Yeah.
These funerals where coffins are costing 10 grand and 15
The
grand
gravestone
and
for my
20 grand.
granddad, bro, when he passed away, I was
Yeah.
like, no way, blood. Like, just cremate, man,
Yeah.
and sprinkle me somewhere, bruv.
That's like
Sprinkle
me.
me in the Thames, bruv.
Bury
I'm
me-
London born
bury
and
me
bred,
on the
bruv.
floor. Yeah, bury me on the floor. No, not in the Thames, bro. There are people putting
There's enough
their balls
bodies
in
in
there. There's
there,
enough
though.
naked people running.
There's
in
enough
and out.
dead bodies in there,
Do you
bruv. I
remember?
love
Do you ever
company.
know that Rasta dude in Chelsea that used to always go naked into the Thames?
No, fam.
You never met him? The guy with dreads in
Chelsea.
Chelsea don't know about this. Right near where I was in the state, this guy used to
I've
regularly
got friends
take,
that live on that estate.
take all of his clothes and just walk straight into the thing. bro.
No, my guy, that's a madness. But no, there's enough dead bodies in the Thames. Why not one more, innit? Just dash the thing in there, bro. For me, I just believe when you're dead, innit? So make the most of your time here. Don't waste time, bruv. Fail fast, blood.
Yeah.
You know them ones. That's what I do, but I jump in 2-footed to everything, bro. I take the red. You know what I mean? We call it
That's
a day.
why you got injured in your figure. Them 2-footed tackles
That's
you kept
it.
on doing.
I
bro.
jump in, take the red card,
Yeah.
take the free match ban, and then I'm back again, bro.
That's it.
That's how it is, bro. So that's how I just approach life.
I feel
innit?
like there's more after. I mean, I'm still with the whole kind of bury me, don't make a big fuss because
yeah.
you like the way I look at it. If I die, I'm survived by my wife and my kids.
Yeah, your legacy lives on.
I would
through them.
hate to think that they're spending money they need for their future
Yeah.
to bury me. It's not a wedding, bro. It's not like who you showing off to, man.
That's it, bro.
Like it's just like just bury me and use all that money for the kids, for
This
their
is
schooling,
it.
for their
The amount
life,
of
and
money,
for
bro.
everything.
10, 20, 30 bags. It almost costs the amount that a wedding costs. Do you know what I mean?
It's nuts.
Just to see me off, and then the
It's
government will
crazy.
probably tax you as well when you die, inheritance tax,
There
all
is,
these other taxes.
you know, there's a death tax.
Yeah, bruv. Man can't even die for free, cuz.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So
It's crazy, bro.
yeah, you can't even die, my guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So me, I want the most minimal fuss. Do you know what I'm saying?
So
just cook,
you're
man.
prepared for it.
Just cook me, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I normally like my steak like medium rare when I used to eat meat, yeah. But well done rants, bruv. Cook, man.
So you're biggie in it now. You're just.
Yeah, bruv. I
ready
wouldn't
to
say
die.
I'm ready, but when it happens,
Are you scared?
nah, I'm not scared of death because I don't believe that you're in control of these things.
Yeah, you're not in control of it, but you're not scared of losing everything.
No,
And when I say
bro,
losing
because when
everything,
I'm
I
dead,
mean-
I haven't lost anything because I'm gone in it. You know, I was like, this is the way I see it, bro. Like I'm not afraid of it, but it's one of them things where it's an inevitability. So because of that, like when it happens,
Okay,
my
I'm
thing
gonna
is when
ask
I
you.
leave this legacy, when I leave this planet,
Mm,
do you know what I'm saying? It's what have you left behind, innit?
mm,
You know what I mean? I know, you know what I mean? If I die tomorrow, I've got loads of people that love me, yeah, loads of people that I've made a positive impact on, and probably people that I've inspired to
mm,
do what I'm doing right now. Because I get messages like that all the time,
mm,
right? Like I started seeing you and it made me want to do this, that, and the other.
mm,
I'm in an industry where in the media game, yeah, I'm very much a minority. Do you
mm.
know what I'm saying? In the media game, bro. So the fact that I'm on mainstream and doing all these other things and I'm inspiring the next generation to want to do something and stuff, bruv, I've already made a big impact here where I'm from.
Okay, I get that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, you say you're not scared.
I'm not
Okay,
scared.
I'm gonna ask you the question that I ask every guest that says they're not scared.
Okay.
You know you're dying in 2 days now.
Okay.
There's not a. You're not getting older. You're not going to be able to live out the rest of your dreams. You're not going to be able to marry your girl. You're not going to be able to have your kids.
Yeah.
In 2 days from now, you're going to die in that plane crash on the way to UK.
Yeah.
You ain't scared, bro. Don't tell me you're not scared, bro.
Bruv, I'm not scared. If I know that it's an inevitability and it's gonna happen,
But you're nah, bro. You
I'm
cannot not be scared, bro.
bruv, how can you be scared of something that's inevitable, bro?
Very easily.
How?
So you're gonna walk onto that plane, just be like, "This is inevitable, and I'm at peace with myself." You're gonna be like, "Bro, bro,
You have
turn the plane around, bro."
no, because you have
Turn
to.
the plane around. I see
Because
lost.
you could then,
I see
because
lost.
then you could just be like, right, I'm not getting on the plane. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
but
if
then
it's
Hassan will come from around the corner with a knife and go, "I slit your throat."
if it's an inevitability, yeah, it's just like, for instance, when I watch these gangster films, yeah, and man get kidnapped, and then they're sitting on the chair, and the guy's like, "Rah, tell me so and so this information, or I'll spare your life."
And he's like, "Pooh, fuck you. Pooh, I tell you nothing."
Yeah, exactly, because you know they're gonna kill you anyway. So when you know that you're gonna die anyway, bro, I'm not telling you, fam. What's the point? I'm not scared of death at this point. Why would I give
got
you
too much to lose.
Why
I'll
would
be
I
like,
give you?
first of all, they keep their
Nah.
cash in that thing around the corner, yeah.
Why
Second
would
of all,
I
don't
give
tell
you-
no one, yeah. But he's always round there
You're
at 9
mad.
o'clock.
Why would I give you the information if I know you're going to kill me anyway? At this point, from the moment you've caught me, I know I'm not getting out alive.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So
but
because I know I'm not getting out alive, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you shit.
okay, I
bruv.
understand that part, but forget having to give information.
Yeah.
For me, why I'm afraid, and I've said this on many podcasts, I won't get into it too much. I don't want to be
And
repetitive.
also, you're
but
leaving behind
yeah,
children, bro.
I'm leaving behind. I'm afraid of what will happen to the people that I leave behind. That I have no control in helping them.
Yeah.
My dad passed away when I was very young,
Right.
and I don't want my kids to grow up without a dad.
Yeah.
And the love that I love, things that I love in this world.
Yeah.
For me to think that I would never be able to experience or see anymore is just it's sad. It's not. It's
It is
less
sad,
fear.
but I wouldn't say that's fear.
It's less fear and more.
Exactly, but that's why I wouldn't
gutted.
say it's fair.
I'm
You know what I
gutted.
mean? Because it's not fair for me. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
It's
gutted.
more, you're more sad. Like you're not, but you're not scared. You know what I'm saying? That's for me.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I know that I've got so much more to do in my life that it would be a bloody shame. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm not scared of it.
So can you promise all of your fans that if you ever found out that you were gonna die, you do a nice little death rant before you go?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know? I'd make light
Can you
of it.
believe
I'd,
this shit?
I'd make
I
light
had
of it.
tickets booked for the next holiday
But
next
that's
week.
what I mean. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like literally,
Yeah.
I would make very light of it because
Yeah.
that's my personality. Do you know what I'm saying? But I know that I've already got a reservation in hell, so it's fine.
Mhm. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Do you believe in hell? Because if you think
I
nothing
don't.
happens,
I don't
then
believe in hell.
You
but
can't believe in hell.
do you know what I mean? Like, I say not literally. Do you know what I mean? But I just
Okay,
mean
but you,
from the
so,
stuff that
so
I've
you don't
said.
believe nothing.
Nah.
So there's no soul, there's no spirit, there's no energy transfer, there's no nothing. There's no
Nah.
your
I
energy
just think
doesn't
once
go
you-
into
I
another
think
place.
once you're done, innit?
Yeah, but then how do you explain the energy source and spark of the intelligence and everything that you are now? It cannot be a fart in the galaxy.
Yeah,
and
but
then, and then-
but I think that we are though. I think that there's definitely other
do you think
life.
the galaxy just went and then
I
all of
I
us
think that
came
there's
with all
other
these
life, bro.
intricacies?
There'll be other life out there. Maybe they won't look like us, they won't sound like us or whatever. But I'm not ignorant enough to believe that in this whole solar system we're the only living beings, bro. I think that that's very, very ignorant. Do you know what I mean? So
Okay.
I just how do we know we're not the aliens? You know, the ones there. Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
I
what
mean?
I'm saying is that doesn't take away from the fact that there's.
I just believe when we're dead, my guy. I don't believe there's heaven or hell.
Nah, bro.
Because heaven and hell is contradictory to everything that they teach you.
Look.
Yeah.
Just like you said,
Yeah.
you enjoy being in this position because you can help people.
Yeah.
I'm the same. So I'm gonna help you get your VIP ticket to heaven when I go there, bro.
Alright,
I'm
bro.
gonna give to
I
you
appreciate it.
what you couldn't get.
I
because
appreciate it, my
obviously
guy.
you don't believe in it. So in heaven we tend not to let disbelievers in and
Yeah.
non-believers,
Well, there you go. If you
and
don't let this, if
quote
you don't
unquote.
let non-believers in, yeah, then actually it goes against the whole premise that
No, I wouldn't say non-believers. I'd choose a more politically correct word.
I
Infidels.
knew you were gonna say that. But listen, my guy, yeah, like, bro, it goes against the belief that
Yeah.
you're
I
meant
believe
to.
heaven could be on earth, bro. You can live in heaven and hell here.
I get you, but literally, if there's someone that knows the essence of you as a person, you don't need to prove nothing to them. They'll let you in anyway. They'll be like, you know what, he's a good man. Like, he doesn't believe, but he's a good man. He's got good principles, and as a man, he's a good man, innit? Like, I'll bring him in and show him otherwise, innit?
So you don't believe that there's any kind of creation in this world?
I think that there is a creator, but I think that the creators, but I don't know how to explain what created the creator, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's an
So I
old
think
age question.
yeah, I think it's a guessing game. Do you know what I mean? I think no one will ever know, innit? So it just comes down to faith.
Do you reckon it's that white dude in the Matrix
It's
who looks like
definitely
the KFC
not
dude?
him, and it's not the white dude on stained glass windows in the church either. It's not him.
And it's not Morgan Freeman.
It's not Morgan. Well, he might look like Morgan Freeman though, because black people were the first people here, so he probably does look more like Morgan Freeman than flipping MJ before he passed away.
Bants 35
You know what I
years
mean?
to
Like,
get out of Earth.
that's it. The MJ that passed
Took AJ
away,
2 weeks.
the Michael Jackson that passed away looks more like the Jesus they show you in church.
Bro. We're not even gonna get
Jesus
into how
definitely looks more like Morgan Freeman.
This is a weird thing that I understand. This is a weird thing that I've thought about. The fact that even now, in today's world that we live in, they're still somehow able to push this white Jesus agenda, when with all the facts
Yeah.
and with even the words in the Bible saying he had olive skin and hair like sheep's wool and all that, how have they managed to keep this like Swedish Jesus going for so long?
The BG Jesus.
Yeah, how
the
have
Abba
they-
Jesus. You know, like, I don't
Pray
know.
to God!
I don't
But
know.
how
man.
have they managed to? Because it's very clear a long time ago that the facts came out that this is what Jesus would have looked at. You look at people who historians and this and that. It's not a secret. It's established.
Brother, even when you read
So
the
why are
Bible,
they still
which
doing
I've
it?
read, like it starts in the Middle East, bro.
Yeah, all of it is.
Yeah, so how the hell, white people aren't from
One
here.
thing that
even,
you know,
even now,
yeah,
white people
yeah.
aren't
All
from
you
here.
know that Jesus was an either Arab or black,
Yeah.
and in the Last Supper, no one wanted to let anyone else pay for the food.
The man were beefing over.
Yeah, they're all sitting here in the Last Supper, and Jesus was like, "Let's make it this." Everybody's like, "La la 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 la." No, blah, 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 blah. Come on. That's why the pictures like that in the Last Supper. They're all like, "No. I
That's
will
it,
pay. I
man.
will pay."
That's
a
a
madness.
mad. But it's true, bro.
So
It's
now,
very true.
what? So the main thing that you're doing now is the whole football thing. Is that what? I mean, where does the future lie for Rants?
Everywhere, bro. Every sport, man. Do you know what I mean? I've had discussions with the NBA. Like, I love basketball. I want to do some stuff with them for sure. I'd love to work with the NFL. I just love sport, bro. Do you
Me
know
too,
what I mean?
man. I would love to do the fighting, commentating.
Again, like
Yeah.
I've done boxing already. Like I'd love to do more boxing, mixed martial arts and stuff, bro. I just love sports. I'm a sporty person. Anything to do with sport, I'd rather do that as a pastime than anything else, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, anything to do with sport, anything. Like I don't want to be pigeonholed to just a football guy, bro, because I've got a lot of life experience in different sports, and also like I've got a love for loads of different things in it, and I'm lucky that I've built my brand on being myself as opposed to being beside a specific thing, so it can translate to other places.
We were having this conversation the other day when we were going to the gun range where you missed every shot, but we're not getting to that.
This guy, bro.
And then
Listen,
we're saying that when you're
my
into,
shooting was
into
impeccable,
sports,
and it's on the Instagram, so man can't even lie, bro.
dude. There was one girl there who was taking some. She was every time she was shooting, she was like lick shot. She was saying it out loud and getting like bullseyes every time. And after Rance went up to her, and he was like, "Listen, I know this is gonna sound weird, but is there any chance that I could borrow your thing just so I could snap it on Instagram and then give it back to you?" And she was just like, "Yeah, no problem, bro." But
You're
it's
a
all right.
madman.
Now they know. But we were saying that when you've done loads of sports and stuff, you tend to get a love for, sports in general.
Yeah.
And when you're talented and when you pick up things really quickly, like you were saying, you do the jiu-jitsu and the boxing and the this.
Yeah.
Once you can do one, because I think with commentating as well, there's a lot of commentators out there that, like for example, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Because he's funny, because he's been doing it, because he's a a character himself, it makes his commentary even more fun.
Yes,
Do you know what I
because
mean?
he's coming from loads of
He
different
never fought
angles.
in the UFC. A lot of sports they'll get
Yeah.
ex-fighters or ex-footballers or ex-whatever to do it. But when you have that character where you can talk and people like to hear you talk,
Yeah.
you can. I mean, the sky's the limit.
That's the most important thing.
The sky's the limit.
You have to be engaging, innit?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You have to be engaging, bro.
And what about your podcast? Because you got a podcast with your brother as well, right?
Yeah.
I want to shout out to your brother. That's a hilarious podcast as well.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. We just talk about life, innit? And that's just what it is. And because we're so different, he's very loud and like, in
And
your
wild and
face,
young,
and
yeah.
like, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, and the age gap's not even big between us. It's
Yeah.
less than 2 years, but
Yeah.
we're just complete opposites,
But
polar
that's
opposites.
what makes a good podcast. isn't it?
Exactly, and
Yeah.
because we're polar opposites, like people love that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, obviously, like I enjoy that. That's my little bro, man. We shared a room for years. Do you know what I mean? So me and him know each other so well. People don't even understand. Like we could finish each other's sentences,
Yeah, yeah.
no problem. Like, do you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, I mean, I enjoy that. And again, I get to share my success with my brother because my brother's doing pretty well as well. So it's nice that me and my brother can both be successful together. Do you know what I mean? And enjoy that, and then work together and be successful together. So like, you know what I mean, I'm in a good position, bro. I'm in a good position. I'm grateful for it every day, man.
What's that podcast called? The one you do with your brother?
Oh, Bants and Sauce.
Bants and Sauce.
Yeah.
Your brother's Sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's his Insta?
Expressions. Expressions oozing. So yeah.
Expressions oozing.
So yeah,
Bro,
it's just fun.
why has your brother got such a fetish with juice and sauce and ooze and?
Bruv, you know what?
stuff, bro.
Oozing's actually we got from me because it's something that I say when I'm watching football. Like if someone's playing well, I'll be like, yeah, they're oozing. You know what I mean? They're just absolutely just oozing.
Yeah.
Like, and,
Okay.
you know what I mean? And then my brother got that from me, innit? And then his nickname's Expressions anyway because he's just
Okay,
proper
just
loud
mad,
and flipping.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what I mean? So
Okay.
he got the word oozing, got associated with him because he kept saying it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
then he just added it on. Do
Okay.
you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And you reckon we're gonna get him out here?
I doubt it. My brother don't really like flying, to be honest. No, I think my
So
brother's
let-
got on a plane like
yeah.
twice in his whole
Let him
life.
get in the boat.
Yeah,
He
my
can leave
brother, don't like flying.
3 weeks before you, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
he'll land.
Hopefully, I want to bring him
Yeah.
out here still, but he
Just
doesn't.
trank him,
He
man.
doesn't like flying. he
Trank
doesn't
him.
like flying.
Trank him before the flight, he'll be fine, bro.
You're a madman.
As long as he's not getting on that flight that you're getting on, the one that's gonna explode, then
Yeah, I'm
gonna
saying,
be
wait, that
alright.
reminds me of the Iron Fist, bro. I watched that while I was here, bro. I
Oh,
loved
bro.
that
You
series.
like the Iron
Bro,
Fist?
The Iron Fist.
The
he
one
did-
with the white guy that has never acted in his life, bro.
with the Marvel blood. I love Marvel.
So
G.
do I, but that show, I remember me and my wife were watching that show, and for the whole show we were like this.
Why? Just is why the white hippie you weren't buying it.
Dude, he literally, they must have been filming the shot. The guy who was supposed to play the Iron Fist must have got arrested and sentenced to about 10 years in jail. And they were going, what are we going to do now, man?
You're
And as they're
taking the
walking
piss.
out of court, there's this guy shaking change in the street. And they're like, listen, do
I
you want a
enjoyed
job?
it. I enjoyed it.
Can you act? He's like, no. And they're like, all right, but you look the part. Let's go.
he was in Game of Thrones, you know.
Yeah, bro, but you can't act, bro.
And so was his girl as well. That was in it as well. She was in Game of Thrones as well.
I
Like,
don't
it's
know,
a,
it
a
was-
British cast. I didn't even know that until I
No,
I saw the
Iron
credits.
Fist is a very cheesy show.
No,
Bro.
I enjoyed
just
it though, 'cause I like the
writing
fight
as well.
scenes though. Innit?
Yeah,
I don't
no,
care about the writing. I
but
just
the
like
writing-
kung fu. And I
Yeah,
like,
me too. But the writing was terrible.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, the writing wasn't amazing, but I just like fighting.
Yeah.
Just like fighting, bro. You know, the ones like I've
Yeah,
grown
yeah.
up watching Seagal with my mum, like
Yeah.
Steven Seagal. I love like Tony Jaa.
Yeah,
all these
Tony
things,
Jaa
like,
is
you know
it.
what
Not
I
a lot
mean?
of people
Like,
know about Tony Jaa.
Tony
bro.
Jaa's my favorite.
Yeah,
You know
not
what I'm
a lot
saying?
of
I love the
people know
Muay
about
Thai, and that's why
Yeah, yeah.
I started doing Muay Thai, bro, because of them films, bro. Like honestly, so I love kung fu. So anything with kung fu, I'll watch it, even if the storyline's crap. I just see
Yeah,
people
yeah.
get beaten up.
No, but that's the thing. Like, I mean, if you look at the old kung fu films, the Chinese ones,
Yeah,
you know, with crazy ass names,
yeah, and the
a
subtitles.
lot of
and
them, the acting wasn't particularly
Yeah,
good,
it was
but
terrible.
the
storyline
fight
was
scenes
sick
are
as-
amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
But that's what I tune in for, innit? I know what I'm getting when I'm watching certain things. I
Yeah.
watched Iron Fist because I knew I was gonna get a good fight scene every show.
yeah.
That's all I cared about.
Don't worry, bro. We've got the studio here, man. We'll make our own kung fu movie. Running Tiger, Hidden Arab, bro. We'll create one.
Yeah,
So what are your, for the people that don't know you, which I don't know how it's going to happen because like more people know you than know me. So if they see you on here, they probably know. But where can they find you on your socials?
at Rants N Bants on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, the whole works.
You're lucky you
bro.
managed to keep the name on everything. Some people find trouble doing that.
I did. I took it from someone.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I took it on Twitter from someone because the fucker basically what he done was he saw me getting traction and he
See, this is the thing.
and he
because
nicked it and he
you
only
know
had
now-
like 4 followers.
You know now,
Yeah.
I've got probably about 30 fake emails
yeah,
set up.
Oh,
and I'm
just in
waiting
case.
for the next Instagram and everything. And I'm letting you all know now. The Rock, all of you people, Marvel, anyone, Beckham, all of you. Look, the second that new thing off, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna do a Gary Vee, brother. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna see the second any new platform is gonna take off. I'm gonna buy all those names.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take them, and sell them.
So I got the
That's it.
Rants and Bants limited company, and then I kicked this guy off because it showed that he created the account after I had my other ones that were already verified.
Yeah.
So got Twitter kicked him off and gave it to me. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what happened.
You can do that.
Yeah, because I had bare followers and I'd already done stuff in the
It
mainstream.
doesn't matter,
so yeah,
bro.
they got kicked off.
He took it.
Nah, but they could see why he took it in it. Do you know what I mean? And it was blatantly. There's no way he didn't know who I was. Impossible. Do you know what I mean? You could tell.
Yeah, but still, then that's him being sly, and he should get recognized for that. And
no, you
give him a couple of hundred, bro.
You lost, rude boy. That's what it was. You know that.
Nah, bro, you lost.
No, I won because I got it and I didn't have to pay him for it either.
Yeah, true.
You know what
I
I
would
mean?
have sold that to you for $1 million. Rants, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to get you back on here the next time you come out.
Soon, my
and,
guy.
hopefully we can burn a British passport so you don't go back again. I'm keeping mine because I need to be able to get to any country without a visa.
Yeah, but I'm stuck here though.
But yeah, you're stuck here, innit? You're
Madman.
still going to be new, bro. You're going to want to be stuck here for a long time. We didn't even talk about your whole experience in Dubai.
Next time, that's for the next one, bro.
For the next one, if you could leave any words of wisdom for anyone out there, or anything else that you'd like to say that we forgot.
I don't know about words of wisdom, bruv. Just enjoy
The
it.
blood clot.
Just enjoy it, bruv. That's
Enjoy
how I
it.
live my life, bruv. Just
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Live every second.
Exactly.
Boom. So thank you for gibbering with Jabber. If you want to tell them to gibber with Jabber,
Yeah, make sure you gibber with Jabber. You lot, make sure you like and subscribe as well.
That's
Make sure
it.
you share this with your friends.
that's it. Like and subscribe.